Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku daily analysis for the Euro US dollar FX for Thursday, March the 8th, 2012. Well, a change of trend today, and we have a candle that's made a higher high and a higher low. Previous day's trading, we had the white body candle at the end of a solid downtrend, finding support at the top of the cloud, and we suggested there was a strong possibility that the trend could change. We highlighted the 131.45 area as significant resistance, and today we've seen that trend change with a very bullish candle, very large white body candle. It's extended the size of the previous white body by probably 2.5 times, which is quite substantial, and it tells us that the buyers have made a very solid amount of net bullish progress. One thing to worry about is that quite often when we see so much bullishness coming in so quickly and at the beginning of an uptrend, we tend to see the market want to relax a little bit following it, and there is potential now for the market to trade back off into this candle, or perhaps trade sideways. Now, we did see the candle find resistance at the Tenkan-sen, the green line here, and we can see the shadow on the top where the buyers lost commitment around that level. But having said that, the buyers have taken very strong control of this market, and they've shown fairly strong commitment to taking this market higher. So it's unlikely that we will see a change of trend, but we could see some relaxation from the buyers over the next day or so. If the market is going to continue trending up, then obviously the Tenkan-sen resistance at 132.90 is very important, and then we have a minor resistance level at 133.20. No strong resistance until the market trades up to about the 134.82 level, and above there, up above the 135 levels. To the downside, if we do see the market test lower, then strong support should be expected at 131.96, at the Kijun-sen at 132.29, then down to 131.45 on the top of the cloud, which is around 131. In terms of Ichimoku, the market is bullish in the long-term time frame and the medium-term time frame, and it's been about 4 or 5 days since we've seen the market trading above the Kijun-sen, and that could be significant that we've had a bullish breakout up above there. That is a bullish signal in Ichimoku charts terms. I'd like to see the market clear the Tenkan-sen and then perhaps the 133.20 if we are going to see this market trade to higher levels. Bearishness in the fast term time frame by trading below the Tenkan-sen, but the market's trading very close to it. Looking across at the Chikou span, that's below the corresponding price action, so it's confirming the bullishness that we're seeing in the higher time frames, and the market's attempting to build momentum to test to higher levels. Moving to the Aussie dollar US dollar, and here we see a change of trend. Previous candle, we saw a white body at the end of this downtrend where we had the sellers gaining in downside momentum, and then the white candle where we had the buyers taking control of the market for the trading day. The sellers lost control of the market down around these levels, and we can see that they lost commitment below the 105.50 level. Today we saw the market make a higher high and a higher low to change the trend to the upside in the first time frame. We can also see this large shadow on the bottom where the market tested down below this 105.50 level again, and the sellers lost commitment once again for the third time in a row down around that level. A white bodied candle, and that tells us that the buyers have made net bullish progress on the day between the open and the close. Small shadow on the top where the buyers did lose some commitment up above the 106.50 level, but the buyers did close with control of this market, even though they did lose some commitment throughout the trading day. The buyers did test towards the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen, which are trading at 106.81, and that obviously had its effect on the market today, with the buyers losing commitment around there and some selling coming in. In terms of this large congestion area that I've highlighted previously, some sort of a megaphone pattern, we now have another leg to it, to the downside, and that's very characteristic of a major top in a market when we see a lot of volatility, and we had some very efficient trending action, very well defined peaks and troughs with this triangle midway through this very strong second time frame uptrend, but now we're getting a lot of indecisive trading and a lot of volatile trading where the market's making higher highs but lower lows. So a great battle going on between the bulls and the bears, and today now we've seen the buyers come back into the market, and there is a possibility that we could see the market test higher. We do have strong resistance at 106.81 at the confluence of the Kijun Sen and the Tenkan Sen, and then up to 107.52, 108, and then up above 108 to the boundary of the pattern that I've now drawn. In terms of Ichimoku, the market's bullish in the long-term time frame by trading above the cloud, but bearish in the medium-term and fast-term time frame by trading above the Kijun Sen and the Tenkan Sen. The Chikou span is below the corresponding price action, and that's confirming the bullish activity that we're seeing in big picture terms, but not confirming the bearish activity in the faster time frames. In terms of for the next day's trading, obviously the resistance levels that I've highlighted are very important, but also 106 if we do see the market come off, and then down below there we do have strong support down around 105.03. So a bullish market in big picture terms, a market that's retracing back towards the flat Kijun Sen with some bullish activity, and the bulls trying to gain momentum, but we did see the buyers lose some commitment up around the 106.50 level. Next, moving to the US dollar Japanese yen, and here we see a bullish candle, a white body candle following a small white body candle at the end of a downtrend. We did have the Japanese candlestick patterns set up for this market, the potential harami pattern and the tweezers bottom pattern, and that we have confirmation of that reversal pattern with the market making a high high and a higher low today. So very often these tweezers bottoms and tweezers top patterns are very reliable indicators, and today we've seen confirmation of that. The previous day's trading, we saw the sellers lose commitment and lose control of the market. The buyers took control for the previous day's trading, and that also set the market up for that change of trend, and the buyers have gone on with the move to the upside. They've maintained quite a bit of the momentum that they had the previous day. They've made probably about twice the amount of net bullish progress than the previous day by extending the size of the body of the candle, but they did lose some commitment at the top of the body of the candle with this shadow representing the buyers losing commitment, and that was as the market was testing up towards the highs here around 81.86 roughly. The market actually tested to around the 81.72 level. In terms of Ichimoku, the market remains bullish in all three time frames, so quite a strongly bullish market. Trading above the cloud, the Kijun Sen and the Tenkan Sen, and the Chikou span is confirming that bullishness that we're seeing in this market. So considering that the market's bullish in all three time frames, there is a strong possibility that the market will test to the resistance around 81.87 at this swing high. We are trading within this large zone of resistance that we identified previously as being a strong resistance, and we saw that the market has sold off on two occasions. There still is a possibility that that could happen. If we see some bearish type candles coming in, then we could see a change of trend back to the downside. If we do see the market trending to the upside and testing to the 82.21 level, the top of this zone of resistance, we could easily see the market trading higher to 82.79 following that. No resistance between there and the 82.79 level. So for the next day's trading, obviously the current candle is important. Around the high where the buyers lost commitment, around the 81.72 level is important. Certainly the swing high up here around the 81.87 level, and then up to the top of the zone about 82.21.